At least 4 people have died and dozens were injured as Typhoon Kojiki hit northern Vietnam. Fierce winds and torrential rain flooded the capital, Hanoi. More than 500,000 people across the country have been forced to evacuate. And a towering wall of dust rolled through Arizona on Monday. The phenomenon, known meteorologically as a haboob, engulfed parts of Phoenix, plunging the city into near zero visibility. Tens of thousands of people were left without power.
This morning, I'm starting with some fabulous pictures. Yesterday, there were some storms moving through the city of Phoenix in Arizona, and they dragged up a lot of dust. In fact, just look at this. The gusts of winds were about 90 miles an hour. The dust came romping in, changing daylight to darkness briefly, and then it went through.
Well, here, a wildfire on the North Yorkshire moors is continuing to spread. It's forced the evacuation of holidaymakers and the closure of roads. Well, Katie Oscroft is in the North Yorkshire village of Hosker tonight. Katie, explain, how bad is this wildfire?
Well, this fire started more than 2 weeks ago, but you can still see the smoke coming off the moors there in the distance behind me. And today this is about as close as we can get because there are now road closures leading to the heart of the fire, and some businesses, including a potash mine and a campsite, are being evacuated as those flames creep closer. Now, this was declared a major incident 13 days ago, but this has probably been the toughest day since then. Now, throughout, fire crews have been pulled in from neighbouring counties, but today farmers have been taking in tankers of water as what's now becoming a stiff breeze is fanning those flames and sending smoke billowing across roads. Now, last week, holidaymakers were told as a precaution to stay away from those paths crisscrossing the moors. Today, some of them have been told to get out for their own safety. We've also spoken to some of the thousands of people who saw the blue skies, came for a day out to the coastal towns near here. They've been able to smell smoke, they've had to close their car windows, and that's 25 miles away. Now, this is affecting an area of now more than 3 square miles, and it's really going to affect for some years the wildlife on the moors there. But it's simply not possible for anyone just to get up on the land to assess what is probably the considerable damage until the flames die down. And tonight, well, that looks as though it's going to be several weeks away.